evening, we bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Dario. And in tonight's game plan, it's time to huddle with my fellow ISCO seniors as we look through the years of the UP Fighting Maroons. Jett, Manuel, and Mike Gamboa join us tonight.
Grabe, Diego, so happy. Ibang klase. And I will also build the 2000s UP Fighting Maroons starting five. And we'll get some motor-racing tips from the one and the only wonder boy of Yamaha Motor Philippines, McKinley Kyle Paz. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game.
Bilang isang scholar ng bayan, habang buhay kong ipagmamalaki ang legacy na nadala namin para sa aming universidad. Naging malaking usapan ang pagbabalik ng UP Fighting Maroons sa UAAP Finals matapos ba naman ng 3 dekada. Ngunit isa sa ating mga nakakalimutan ay ilang taon ding pinagbutihan at pinaghirapan ang programang ito para makabalik sa ibabaw ng liga. Bilang malaking pasasalamat sa kanila, tonight, I'm honored to be joined by 2 of my most respected seniors in the UP Fighting Maroons program, Jett Manuel and Kuya Mike Gamboa.
Respected si Jett Manuel!
Respected, bro.
Jett Manuel and
Tama yan,
Mike
tama yan,
Gamboa.
Diego.
Okay, before anything else, I just want to thank Kuya Mike Gamboa for inspiring me. When I was in high school, I was watching Mike Gamboa in the seniors division and, you know, yung bandera ng mga 5'6 and 5'7", you really inspired us and ikaw yung isa sa mga inspiration ko sa pagtuloy ng basketball up to the collegiate rank. So, Kuya Mike, ano yung mga best UAAP memories mo? Ang dami nating pwedeng pagpilian, especially sa UP. Give me around 2 to 3.
Okay, first of all, just want to thank you guys for inviting me, Jex and Sir Pao. Honored to be here. Nice to see you, Jett, as well. Siguro, first memory, yung best memory ko sa UP was really my first game. Kasi, yun nga, sinabi mo, Jakes, 5'6", 5'7" tayo. So, yung bata ka, parang medyo malabo na mag-UAAP ka eh. So, sa akin, just being able to reach that level was really a great experience sa akin. Alala ko, first game ko was Lasal. So, sa akin, yun yung pinaka-best memory ko was just being able to play with, compete with yung mga idols mo. So, yun yung best memory ko. And siguro yung second na best memory ko was graduating sa UP. Kasi, syempre, we know na talagang pride talaga na mag-graduate ka sa UP. And yung last ko, Jegs, for me ito talaga yung best ko was seeing you guys win yung game against Adamson. Nako, I was there kasi nung live nun. Nako, ito talaga, napaiyak talaga ako nun. First time ko nun, talagang pinaghirapan ko yung tickets nun. And seeing kasi, di ba, yung game na yun, sobrang di mo alam what's gonna happen. And so, I can't, yung pinasok ka nun, Jigs, di ba? Down, tapos nag-iba. Sa akin, for me, as you said na you look up to me, I also look up to you because yun nga, yung heart over height. So sa akin, basta Minion, talagang very sa akin kasi rooting for always yan. So yun sa akin, that speaks so much kasi parang yung goal na gusto namin mangyari before, nangyari nun. So that was very special moment.
Was that the bonfire game?
No, that was the Final Four
That's
win.
the Final Four win, yes,
Adamson.
absolutely. Yeah, grabe yun. I remember that game also because Jett was not a player then. He was already in the PBA. And I watched him in the crowd kasi iba yung reaction niya. Niti-cheer lahat, siya lang hindi. Because he knew that he had that basketball mind eh. He knew that things could have turned for the worse but still UP came out on top. And Jett, first of all, grabe, overachievers talaga yung mga UP Fighting Maroons to the point that one of you turned out to be an engineer. Grabe yun. I cannot believe that. But how did you witness yung evolution ng programa ng UP? Because let's be completely frank, compared to back in the past, they weren't really a program that you would go to. In fact, you hear stories about having a difficult time in terms of yung nutrition nyo, in terms of your scheduling, and pahirapan dati. How did it change?
Well, yun nga, to be frank, Pao, we all can admit naman na UP wasn't really a program respected back. I think siguro even during my recruitment time, parang there's always signs of light, and then yun na naman, signs of light na naman, and then bababa na naman. And I mean, me personally, I wasn't really like a top recruit out of high school. So, yun nga, syempre ako before, gusto ko Ateneo, gusto ko Lasal, ganyan. But I wasn't blessed to be recruited by those programs. So I did go to UP. I really chose UP also because of the degree I wanted to take up. And honestly, yung direction na parang nakikita ko naman the players. I mean, Mike was there. I think he took a leave, pero the other players that Coach Aboy Castro was building. So yun, parang I felt na maybe I can, ano ba yun, yung mga pagbata parang maybe I can start something here, ganyan, na baka gumaling tayo, ganyan yung pride mo as a player, di ba? So, as the years went on, nga pinapag-usapan namin ni Mike off-air, parang kung ilang itlog kami. So ako, itlog yung first one ko. So 0-14, it was really hard. Tapos, yun, but as the years went by, and I saw yun nga, parang for some reason, everyone naman lahat ng UP alumni wanted the program to get better. It just took a couple of big moves, couple of supporters really helped out, don't know where to go but up. And then from then, I took a leave for 2 years. When I came back, yun, for my last 2 years, I saw na talaga. Diego was on the team na rin for my last 2 years. We saw the support was really there. The crowd, honestly, medyo dumadami na. Hindi na yung tipong, yung nga, sabi Mike, papahirapan na ng tickets nung time na yun. Parang medyo dumadami na yung tao. My last year, I think it was really the support that came together, and the team. I think the team, the coaching staff with sila Coach Po, we felt na with the management, we felt na parang it was, yun na, nagsisimula na to get to parang fall into place. And the most that we could do is as a team, parang siguro give back rin sa community and the support na nakukuha namin. So I was blessed, at least yun nga, by the time I left, parang nananalo na kami. Parang 5 wins yata kami na Diego. So, yun, I think that's what carried over na the wins. Really, kailangan talaga manalo. Be realistic. We have to win to get support. That's the harsh reality. But I think we did naman, no? Kami ni Diego, we did naman.
You know, it's funny that you brought up, syempre, you wanted to be the guy to turn the program around. But it turned around when Diego came in, Jex. Actually, when he came in, he was part of that group, that generation that started winning. They call it the Atinto group, the Bow Leave group, or whatever you want to call it. Pero Jegs, okay, stop being a host muna. I'm gonna ask you questions about this. Pero that time was obviously, it was incredible because yung opinion mo of UP going into it was definitely not the same once the support started coming in. And, you're allowed to wear that hat that you brought on the show, by the way.
And I will wear this hat. I'm
pa,
proud of this.
Look at that.
The maroon colors.
Naka-uniform siya,
Pakita naman nila Mike tsaka Jett yung mga maroon
yung mga
words
jersey nila sa likod.
Meron dito.
They brought out their jerseys, but they sat in front of it. So what are you going to do?
Naka-frame.
Jett brought it out.
Si Jett.
I saw Jett.
Diba? Nagdala ako ng props. Sabi may props kailangan.
Oo, pare. Kailangan may props. Ayun. Pero, Jegs, we were talking a bit about that. That support that came over, it felt like it never stopped once it started coming in and all the fans started pouring in as well.
Well, it all started when Coach Bo came in and a lot of supporters came in. He did a great job in, bringing in sponsors along with the alumni with the Nowhere to Go But Up Foundation. And that was Jett's final year. He was the captain of that team. He was one of the leaders. And, we started winning. Jett was correct. When you start winning, people will start to watch and people will get to notice you. And, we started recruiting a lot of great players coming into my last year. Bright Akweti started playing for us. The GDL brothers, Paul Desiderio was also part.
Yeah.
So, yung year na yon really brought everything together, especially the pieces and all that. And then eventually we made it to the finals. And that was really a historic run. We made it to the finals. Tapos, I remember Jett even texting me every before the game in that Final Four game against Adamson kung ano yung mga gagawin and all that. So you can really feel the support not just from the team itself, but also from the alumni, from even the older players like Jett did there?
So Mike was at the venue, if I'm not mistaken, it's a Final Four game against Adamson. Jett was in the venue. I was also in the venue, but cheering for no one, apparently at that time. But now my question is, Mike, especially for you, you've seen teams, your team na nag-0-14, and then of course you saw Jett's team also lay an egg. How excited are you right now for UP, knowing that grabe yung mga recruits ninyo? You have Carl Tamayo, CJ Cancino, and so on and so forth. And of course, Coach Goldwyn now taking charge. How excited are you for the future of yung programa ng UP?
Of course, really excited, that nag-iba na yung culture. So now, I'm really happy na there's a winning culture. And not just because they're actually winning, but there's a group of guys from management, the coaching, and the players na may winning attitude. And that's what I really, kumbaga parang what I'm really proud of. Kasi dala-dala na yun eh. So I know there's so much talent there. And just excited to see them, play. And hopefully, makuha na natin yung championship. Kasi after, it's been so long na eh. So alam naman natin lahat na yun talaga ang goal ng UP is really to win. So until that time, sobrang just excited to see them play. So konting hintay lang kasi pandemic. So but very, very excited.
And Mike and Jett will still stay with us to talk about UP, but after the break. We'll build the 2000s UP Fighting Maroons starting 5 with Jett and Mike. Stay tuned, you're watching the game.
Welcome back to the game. I'm Paolo Del Rosario. Now, since the time of Benji Paras and Ronnie Magsanok, a lot of greats have donned the maroon colors of the State University. So tonight, it's time to build the 2000s UP Fighting Maroon starting 5 with ISCO standouts, my partner, Dario, Jett Manuel, and Mike Gamboa. Now, okay, the parameters are from the year 2000 to 2020. So
we're part.
Yes, so kasama na kayo doon. You're part of the choices. I'm not going to spoil anything, but none of them are on the list. But Jett wanted to pick himself. Sabi namin bawal.
Right. Hindi kaya.
So we have to exclude Benji Paras, Ronnie Magsanok. It's beyond
the
their
legends.
time. Paulo Mendoza and all of the other UP greats. So we're going to ask first Jett Manuel to pick his 2 forwards to include in this all 2000s rather, and onwards, UP 5. Jett?
Okay, so the first may drum rule ba? Okay, the first guy that I chose, I think medyo biased.
Okay.
Actually, napaisip ako. But former teammate ko, si Mike Siluman, I chose him as my first forward.
Okay.
And second was Kobe Paras. I was thinking to myself, if I were to build a team and get a forward, I think biglang Kobe yung nasa parang first guy to pop in my mind. So I was like, this dude, height, athleticism, yung yabang.
Yeah.
Sayang nga, hindi kami naging teammates eh. Baka masayang experience yun. But he has the complete package. And I mean, if you're talking about UP greats, then you go from one Paras to another. So
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see that. But Jex, was that his answer a while ago? Like, I don't know if he changed his answer.
A while ago, I heard Kobe Paras was there, but he changed an answer there.
He changed to another forward.
I did.
You did. I think you did, Jett. We're gonna see first if that person pops on later on, and if not,
I said Woody ko, and then I made it Mike Siluman.
Okay. so you
Woody ko was center na daw set.
Okay. All right, just making sure. All right, Mike, who are your 2 guards?
Ako yung first ko si Kuya Marv. Kasi Marvin Cruz. So,
Okay, yeah.
Another
Oo,
legend.
kasi actually, siya talaga yung parang watching him, talagang sabi ko, okay, medyo fit ako dito sa UP kasi medyo yung style of play ko nakikita ko kay Kuya Marv. So, parang yung height din niya, parang hindi siya ganun katangkad pero grabe yung puso niya pa naglaro. So, yan, si Kuya Marv. Tapos, second ko, I would say 1GDL. So,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
watching you guys, Jigs, parang nanood ako as a fan eh. Parang sarap lang din talaga manood ng basketball. So, si 1GDL for me, talagang, for me, is the future and really seeing him play is parang exciting to see him play eh. So, sa akin, siya yung top 2 ko na ano.
Yeah, looking at that, and 1GDL definitely is one of the more exciting guards. Now, we have the big man expert in the house, Diego,
Yes,
to
sir.
talk about which center he could pick for this team. So, again, for the 2005.
Actually, dream ko talaga maging big man. But I'm 5'8", so I can't be a big man. But my pick for the center spot is none other than Maggi Season. It was Woody ko dapat, he played center, pero I'll pick Maggi Season just because I think he's ahead of his time. He was one of the first stretch bigs in the UAAP, pero before that wasn't the case yet. All the bigs there, traditional, lalagay muna sa post and all that. But Maggi Season is a 6'7", 6'8", big man who can shoot from the outside and also defend from down low.
Great.
I have a question. So, okay, to clarify, I changed Woody ko. Woody ko yung answer ko. I changed him to Mike Silungan kasi akala ko pinili ni Diego. Hindi kami nag-usap mga GM eh. Woody ko yung answer.
Communication, Jett. We have to
Alam mo,
communicate.
Jett, it's okay. You just hurt someone's feelings, okay, Jett? Let's leave it at that muna. But, all right. So, if the three of you, though, the three people on this call, are to play against that starting five, who are the other two players you're going to include in your lineup to match up with them? Actually, strategic to eh. Diego already has an answer for one.
Okay, strategic. That's why I didn't pick Bright Acueti for the 5 kasi teammates natin si Bright Acueti. So it's gonna be Mike G, point guard. I'll play the 2 guard. Jett Manuel as the 3 guard. Bright at center. Sino yung 4 guy, Jett?
Woody. Si
Yeah!
Yan!
Woody goes there! Perfect!
Strategic ako dun. Strategic ako dun.
Kuya Mike, mananalo ba
Strategic
tayo?
talaga, Jett.
Mananalo ba tayo nun?
Manalo tayo dun. Ano bang pinapag-usapan
Mike,
natin?
mananalo ba kayo?
Mike, si Mike magdadala ng bola, papasa sa atin dalawa.
Palag lang kami, palag kami.
Ayo.
Palag kami.
Alright, Jett,
Popost
Mike,
up kami ni Jigs, no?
Tama.
Bigay nyo lang yung bola sa amin sa paint, kami nang bahala.
alright, Jett, Mike, salamat. I really enjoyed talking to you about UP. And Jett, let's get your starting lineup sorted next time, okay?
Hindi ko.
Alright. When we return, we'll go through the journey of Pinoy Motorsports' one and only Wonder Boy, Makinikal Paz, alongside Team Yamaha Motor Philippines. Stay tuned. You're watching the game. Welcome back. You're watching the game. To be the best in any sport, you need a lot of talent, dedication, and a solid support system to compete at the very top. Moto2 European Championship rider Makindi Kyle Paz knows a thing or two about that. He joins us alongside his mentor from Yamaha Motor Philippines, Jordan Cornista, as they share what it takes to make it in the world of motorsports.
Right, welcoming back to the show, Kyle Paz and Yamaha Motorsport Team Manager Jordan Cornista. Now, for those who don't know, Kyle Paz, people call him the Wonder Boy. Bakit? Kasi he's so young and he's doing all these things up in Europe, being part of the Moto2 European Championship. And Kyle, I just want to ask you first, syempre a lot of people want to know how you even got into motorsports in general. Paano ka nagsimula?
Bale, nagsimula po ako 3 years old. Binili po ako ng parents ko ng yung pocket bike po. Then, ayun, practice lang po muna kasi hindi pa po pwede sumali ng ganong age. Pero nung pagkatungtong ko po ng 6, ayun, nagsimula na po ako mag-race sa pocket bike. Then, ayun po, tuloy-tuloy na po yung racing career ko.
Syempre, you know what? If I were your parents, I would be scared din kapag 3 years old ka, makarera ka na. So I think it was a good choice to wait till 6. Pero Jordan, knowing that those were his first steps as a rider, do you think that they could start in that place also?
Kumbaga, it's better if you will start as young as possible. Pero meron din naman mga riders that we know na under kay Yamaha din that started a little late but still became successful. Pero kung titingnan kasi natin yung track ng mga pinakasumikat na riders worldwide, nagsimula talaga sila as early as Kyle.
Kyle, kailan mo nalaman na competitive ka pala? Na this is not just a hobby, this is not just something na you wanted to do on your free time, na pwede mong gawing career?
Nung tumungtong na po ako ng malaking motor. Kasi siguro po mga 11 po or 12, sumasakay na po ako ng malaking motor. Kumbaga, sa malaking motor naman po, dun na po nagsimula talaga yung pinaka-career po. Yung pinaka-career ko po, dun na po nagsimula nung sumakay na po ako ng malaking motor. Pero nakita ko pong competitive po talaga ako nung pinadala po ako sa Japan, sa international race. At nakakakuha po ako ng 2 champion sa Japan, na ako din po ang unang-una nakagawa sa tagal pong may kumakarera na Pilipino. Kaya ayun po, na nung nanalo po ako doon, talagang nagsumikap po ako na mag-training palalo para mas gumaling pa po. Kaya ganito po yung nangyari sa akin ngayon.
Jordan, for those who are aspiring to become riders, okay, it's one thing to say that, okay, they've done siguro some races when they were younger or they've tried it out already. Pero when you want to take the next step, make it more of a career, is there anything that you need to do in particular to go beyond yung, okay, racing from time to time to doing this as a potential career?
For those riders na talagang gustong gawing career yung racing, you have to embrace it talaga as your career. Kumbaga, marami kang kailangan i-sacrifice, marami kang kailangan itigil na ibang mga bagay na gusto mong gawin for you to become a rider. Kasi yan, for the likes of those top riders worldwide, sila kumbaga, some of them talagang yung gusto nilang mga daily jobs na titigil yon kasi kumbaga araw-araw kailangan mong mag-train to condition yourself into racing and para lagi kang ready para doon sa top competition. So marami kang kailangan itigil.
Can you tell us a bit about yung support na binigay ng Yamaha, especially in yung development ni Kyle into the world-class racer that he started to become?
So yung support kasi that we have for Kyle, nagsimula siya nung nasa local team pa siya. So from there, sinulan na namin siyang bigyan ng mga support, and then eventually nung nagkaroon kami ng opportunity to race internationally, specifically sa Asia, yan, sinulan namin siyang i-train. So nagkaroon kami ng mga maraming training sessions privately for him and his teammate. And ayun, not only the circuit training, meron din mga physical training, conditioning, meron pa mga cross training like training sa off-road. Care of our partner riding schools ni Yamaha. So, by the way, mayroon mga partner riding schools kasi si Yamaha sa off-road, sa on-road. So, tinutulungan nila kami to develop our top riders para talaga maging ready sila to race international.
Anong advice mo ngayon para sa mga young Filipino riders who want to be the next wonder boy, who want to try their luck and end up in the international stage as you did?
Para sa akin po, unang-una, kailangan yung disiplina sa sarili. Unang-una kasi, kahit dati, nung maliit pa lang po ako, yun ang tinuro sa akin ng parents ko na lagi maaga matutulog, kumbaga para laging handa yung katawan, pati yung isip. Tapos, pagka may oras, practice lang palagi. Then, ang pinakauling advice ko po is to stay humble. Yun po. Yun lang po.
Sleeping early, key pala yun. Anong oras na natulog kagabi?
Kagabi po, late na po. Ano po, basta pagka ano po, mga 10, ganon. Nung nasa Italy po kami ni Boss Jordan, late na po yung mga 12. Kumbaga, araw-araw po, 10 kami natutulog, ganon. Minsan mas maaga pa po.
Ano mo, Kyle, I can learn from you there. Pero Jordan, ano yung biggest piece of advice mo to aspiring young racers? Apart from sleeping early.
So, na-mention na rin naman ni Cal sa discipline niya. Disiplina talaga ang kailangan kasi alam naman natin this kind of sport, hindi siya katulad ng ibang sport na kumbaga you have to be competitive lang, kailangan mo lang maging malakas. Dito, alam naman natin yung danger of motorsport. So, kailangan talaga yung focus mo dito, yung dedication mo. And syempre, yun, start young. Kung gusto mo talagang maging competitive dito sa mundong to, kailangan mong simulan ng mas maaga at yung continuity at yung dedication mo nga towards this sport. And of course, this will not be possible, especially for Kyle's case. Hindi niya ma-achieve yan kung hindi rin siya sinuportahan ng mga parents niya. Kasi syempre, when we're starting our children that young dito sa ganitong sports, hindi pwede namang wala yung magulang nila sa tabi nila. Hindi pwedeng hindi nakasuporta. So, kumbaga, this sport is a matter of, yung gusto ng anak and gusto din ng magulang. Hindi siya pwedeng gusto lang ng isa.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Wonder Boy of Pinoy Motorsports, McKinley Kyle Paz, and team manager of Yamaha Racing, Jordan Cornista. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. And I know we're going to be talking to you again soon, and I can't wait to learn more about motorsports through you. Thank you very much.
That was Moto2 European Championship rider McKinley Kyle Paz for Yamaha Motor Philippines. Samantala, mag-aapoy ang One Action sa One Revolution. Panoorin ang matitinding bakbakan sa September 24, Friday, 6:30 p.m. sa One Sports.
10 years of action, 10 years of history, 10 years of one championship. It's 3 world title fights in one massive night on the 24th of September. Christian Lee attempts to clear out the lightweight division. Thai juggernaut Capitan goes for another crushing knockout, and Joshua Pasio defends the Philippines' last remaining world title. An epic night with 3 title fights on the line. One championship revolution, September 24, 6:30 p.m. on One Sports.
And that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. My name is Diego Dario.
That's actually UP legend Diego Dario. Catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Paulo Del Rosario, and this has been The Game. Siya naman yung cup.